Hi guys, this is Carla. Welcome back to my channel. Actually, if you're new here, welcome. Hello. My name is Carla, and in this channel I post fashion DIY videos and mostly dresses. I am a fashion designer and I make wedding dresses. Today I am going to talk about my journey, who I am, my background, and how in the world did I get here. So I guess just a brief introduction. I hope it doesn't get too long because sometimes I get sidetracked. I'm super nervous right now. I'm pretty sure it's not the coffee. There's something about talking about myself that makes me feel a little comfortable. Whew. Anyway, so the name is Carla Roble and I'm Filipino. I'm so Filipino that I literally was almost born in a tricycle. Like, nothing can be more Filipino than that. I grew up in an island. It's called Cebu, aka the Queen City of the South. Yes. Also has a lot of queens, by the way, if you know what I mean. Beautiful ones too. So yeah, I grew up in Cebu. I went to high school there, moved to California as soon as I finished, and then I went to college. Well, you know what, I actually had to wait about like almost a year because I was 17 then, and I was told I had to be 18 to go to college. Probably wondering like, oh, did you know that you want to be a fashion designer at the time? Like, absolutely not. I literally remember going to the city college by my house, by myself, to the admissions office, and I remember vividly, like, they handed me this piece of paper that had all the courses in it, like a list of courses, and it was like alphabetical, and I'm pretty sure I was supposed to check nursing, but I'll be very honest, I didn't even make it to N. Like, as soon as I saw fashion design, I was like, oh my god, I can be a fashion designer. Like, I thought that was really cool, and I like just checked that box. I remember having a conversation with my mom about it because basically she's a nurse, my sister's a nurse, and my brother's a nurse. My dad's in politics, but literally I'm the only one that's not a nurse. Well, me and my dad, I guess. I don't know why I'm so like nervous about this. Okay, guys. All right. So and then fast forward to a year later, so I was going to Long Beach City, and then I learned about this fashion competition in like, it's called Fashion Symposium. It's basically like, I remember perfectly, there were 109 city colleges that were going to compete, and there was going to be this huge fashion show that was going to be held at the Orpheum Theater. And I remember thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, imagine if my dress made it to that show. At the time I had not made a single dress, by the way, so this was going to be my very first ever evening wear. I probably made like a pajama before that for like intro to sewing or something, but this was my first legit garment. I remember they told us that there were gonna be 150, no, out of 150 that they were only gonna pick 90, and I thought, okay, like, I have like about 60% chance that, you know, they'll show my dress too. Like, that's all I really cared about. Like, imagine my dress on a model on the runway at the Orpheum Theater. Like, I thought, okay, that would be a complete win for me. So I inquired about it, did the whole application process, I made the dress, submitted everything, and prayed hard that, you know, at least like make it to the show. I thought, you know, that would be so cool. It would be my first ever fashion show. I didn't really think I was gonna make it. Well, part of me was kind of like, okay, there's a chance, but I honestly didn't think I would. So yeah, I got the call, and they told me that my dress was gonna be one of the 90 pieces that's gonna be shown. Woohoo! I was so excited. I remember I thought, you know, I already felt like a winner. the fact that my dress was gonna make it to the show, like that's a win. Like that's enough for me. I didn't even really care about the rest. And then came the announcement of winners. Obviously I did not expect to even place, and turns out I won first place. I know, I feel so anyway, yeah, I won first place for the evening wear category, so that was really cool. I feel like that was the moment when I thought, okay, this is really, I think this might be for me. So the fashion symposium, it was something that they did, I'm not sure if they still do it now, but it's basically 109 city colleges within the state of California would compete. They submit their dresses, so they do a fashion show. So they did it again the following year, and then the same thing. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna apply again. Why not? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I don't really talk about this as much, like my story, because I don't know, it makes me a little bit emotional. Like I'm already a little emotional right now. I'm just like trying not to, like just keeping it together. Anyway, so the following year I thought, okay, I'll apply again, because like who knows, maybe I'll win another scholarship, because you know, fashion, as you all know, it's very expensive, because even if you get financial aid, you know, you still need to buy your materials, your fabrics, your markers, all these materials. I didn't really think I was gonna place this time. I feel like the first time was like, you know, beginner's luck. And then I won again, first place. So, oh my god, I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this. Yeah, so I won first place again, and I thought, okay, like, I think this is, like, I'm really meant to do this. Like, I was really meant to do this. And after that, I just, like, kept applying at different competitions, different scholarships. Like, I don't even know how many to help me with school, you know, financially. And I won like a dress form. I think the second year I won a dress form. I've won an iron, an industrial iron. That's huge, because these things are not cheap. Again, these are not cheap. So I was going to Long Beach City, and because of this fashion symposium, I had the opportunity to see other students' work. That's when I realized, when I did my research, I was so fascinated, because I saw other students' work and I thought, oh my gosh, like these people are so good. And basically I learned that each school is known for something. Like, for example, at the time, I'm not sure now, at the time, Long Beach City was known for like their illustrations. Like the students that graduate from Long Beach City are known to be kick-ass at illustration and drawing and all of that. And then you have LA Trade Tech, supposedly really good at like training their students to become like pattern makers and construction and all of that. And so I thought, man, like I remember seeing the students' work from LA Trade Tech, and I thought, like, I want to do what they're doing. And so I enrolled there too. So basically at one point I was going to Long Beach City, simultaneously going to Trade Tech as well for like pattern making, and I took a pattern making class there, and also sewing, I believe. So I was going to school. So imagine I had to take the train from Long Beach to LA and then back. Like I was at the train station 4 in the morning just to make it to class. I would go there 4 times a week. I was really hungry to learn more. Yeah, and then while I was also working at the same time. I was literally working 2 jobs. I was working at a hotel, and I was also working in retail. While I was in retail, I remember one of my coworkers mentioned that he goes to the Art Institute, and I was just like, the Art Institute? Like, I haven't heard of the Art Institute. I know there's FITM, but like the Art Institute, he's like, yeah, like I'm taking a bachelor's there, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah dude, like they have like a scholarship competition every year, like you can win a scholarship. So I thought, okay, another scholarship competition. I'm like, why not, you know, like I already have my dresses and whatnot. So I did my research, I inquired, and then I applied. Like literally within a month or 2, like I got really lucky. There was like a competition coming up, because that would have been the only way for me to go to a school like the Art Institute, because it's a private school and it's known to be very, very expensive. So basically the dress that I created for that second fashion symposium is the same dress that I submitted to the Art Institute scholarship competition. I have just been so blessed. I can't even I don't know if I feel like I don't deserve it, but yes, I won the scholarship competition at the Art Institute, and then I transferred there, got my bachelor's degree. That's basically how I survived, like, scholarship competitions. There is a lot out there. I feel like if you just like do your research. And then during my last year at the Art Institute, I learned about Michael Costello. He's gonna kill me. I mean, he knows this. I had no idea who he was at the time because I was so busy. I was literally working 2 jobs and going to school. Like, I didn't have time to watch TV or anything. He was on Project Runway like a couple times, but I really like didn't get to see that. But one of the girls in my school went there. I mean, interned for him, and I asked for the number. I called, scheduled an interview. I brought my portfolio. I was asked to bring some of the pieces I made, and so I did. So yeah, after interning for Michael for like 3 to 4 months, I got hired on and started working there full time. And then a year later, we did our very first New York Fashion Week together. So that was super fun. That was definitely a dream come true. So yes, while working for him, I got to do a lot of like red carpet pieces, runway pieces, some costuming too for, you know, performance pieces. I also did some bridal work for him, but my love for bridal didn't really start there. It started when I made one of my closest friends' wedding dress about 3 years ago, because I wanted to do it for her, and I didn't really know that I was gonna like fall in love with it. When I saw her walk down that aisle in the dress I made for her, like custom made for her, I knew like this is it. Like, I just wanna keep doing bridal. The only thing about bridal is that, you know, it's kind of like a slow process. I work alone, I do everything by myself, and it takes a lot of time. That kind of led me to my next job. So I had to leave Michael because, you know, he does bridal and I do bridal, and I didn't want to, you know, it'll be like a conflict of interest. Like, also I did work a lot of hours. Like, it was very unpredictable. I was working no less than 10 hours a day, 7 days a week pretty much. Even though I was already making wedding dresses on the side, I guess I just wanted to make more wedding dresses. And so I left Michael and I got a job from another, like a more corporate setting. That didn't work out because, you know, no thanks to Corona. So yes, here we are. I've just been very, very blessed, and I thought I'd share it to you guys, my little story. I guess the goal for this channel is to share my experience and my knowledge and the things that I learned in the industry. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna be solely focused on, you know, garment construction, which is really, really important. I feel like every designer should understand you need to somehow know how to construct a garment, because it's the only way to understand fit, quality, fabrics, and all this kind of stuff. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below or shoot me a DM. It doesn't matter. Again, the main goal of this channel is to help out other future aspiring designers. I feel like this is the growth that I have been looking for. I read somewhere that true growth is when you contribute your knowledge, share your skills to help people who want to be like you become like you. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and ring the bell button. I heard you're supposed to do that so you get notified when I post, you know, fresh videos. And yes, tell your friends about this channel, anyone you know that wants to know more about the industry. Hopefully in the future I get to interview some of my designer friends to get their, you know, input, to pick their brains, so you get an idea of what it's really like to be a designer in LA, I guess, specifically. So yes, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, next week. Bye.